What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Jesus Coin today. This one comes to us at the request of, who was it that requested this? Come on now. Ski Doc. This one is for you, my friend. You made the request, so we are doing this. It's for everybody watching, but because of your request, we're doing this today. So, looking at Jesus Coin, you know, it's been a little while since I've done an update on it. We haven't really done too much. We actually did, wow, on Poloniex go below here. I wonder, was that on the day? No, it wasn't. Poloniex has low volume, so like, you know, big moves can happen like that, but we did go below these lows here, which I didn't know if we would do. You know, it started to look like we were going to hold up. I think I made my last video somewhere around here, and it was starting to look like it would hold up against those lows. Looking at the RSI, you're getting higher lows in the RSI on the daily. You are getting lower lows. This isn't really technically bullish divergence. To some degree it is, but generally you see bullish divergences form in the oversold or overbought zones, which I can't find an example of right now, but that's okay. Looking at this, you know, I do think we're accumulating right now. Ski Doc, and for everybody watching, I do think that Jesus Coin is accumulating. You had your initial move down, right, and now you've just been moving sideways. And yes, you had a lower low, but not really, right? Like really not really. You let's see, where's your lowest close at? It did happen on that day, but that close happened at the same area that you've been bouncing before. You know, kind of right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of this zone. You did go lower than your previous all-time low here, and I'm calling that the all-time low, not this, because this is just first day madness. So you did set a new low here, but is this a double bottom? Potentially. Potentially, man. It really could be. This to me does look like accumulation. You know, it's a nice range to play off of. If I had any thoughts, you guys, I would say, you know, from like this line here, maybe even raise it up a little bit, maybe to like this these lows here. Something like this from here to here. Maybe even drop it down a little bit, actually. Maybe from like here to there. If you were to buy at like this line and sell at this line, and if you did that every day for the past like however many weeks now, you'd probably be doing really good. So I would think that's probably still a good thing. We are at the lower levels. We're actually below this white line, so we might be getting ready to finally make strides higher. Although the RSI itself is kind of neutral, I guess, with the bearish tilt, but you have some bullishness going on too. It's really hard to say. Man, is there nothing? Don't have enough data. Don't have enough data on the weekly. Let's see. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be your 6th red week in a row. 1 day and 5 hours left. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Because this is Poloniex, it is such a low volume exchange. These fibs might be kind of hard to gauge. You know, like this wick might not be a real wick. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that. Looking at the 4 hour, which I don't normally do for things like this, the RSI is neutral, definitely neutral still. I don't know. I have a feeling that you're going to be range bound for a little bit. You're not showing any strength. You're showing a little bit of weakness, but not really. Like, not really. I think that this thing's going to be range bound. I think you're accumulating right now. If you do go below this daily close here, it probably won't be for long. You know, maybe you go lower than this low. I didn't think that we'd go lower than these lows. I was actually calling for the low to be in back here, but you know, I could be wrong on that, or I was wrong on that, but I could be wrong in saying that this low might not happen. My opinion, my genuine opinion would be that we don't go lower than this low. And even if you were holding this thing and this day happened, you probably blinked and boom, you're right back to the lower ends of this range. So that really wasn't a big deal. It's not like this created disaster for you. You are getting lower lows. You are getting lower highs, to be fair. But you're moving kind of slow. You are grinding downwards technically, but it kind of just looks like you're moving sideways. I feel comfortable calling this accumulation. You know, you might be getting set up to kind of like have a big, I know that's a very ugly line, but you might be setting up to kind of like you out of this thing. And maybe it doesn't happen that fast. Maybe it takes more time. I don't know. But I would stand by it. You know, if you have a chance to buy below like these lows here, which right now it is, I'd give it the green light for a buy. And then anytime that it's above like these lines here, this line here, which that's a range, let's see, of, that's like a 40% range. That's not bad at all. This is very tradable right now for anybody involved. And the thing is, if you're the person that wants to buy this thing and you want to hold it for the pump wherever, however high up it goes, you want to hold it. Let's see, if we were to go from the all-time high to the technical all-time low, and we were to go all the way up to the 1272, which would be the minimum price extension, that would be a 10x, right? You probably don't want to trade your position a whole lot, because you could blink, right, and one day you're up all the way up there. Because what happened, right? You were right here, which is only from the current price. You were about 25% higher. Let's say you sold it whenever you got up to this white line, and then in this day you literally went from there all the way up to here, right, in one day. You don't want to sell your whole position and miss that. This is a coin that you could blink and it literally does do that. And it's not, there's nothing really in the charts to suggest when that's going to happen right now. I think we had our sell-off. I think we're accumulating. That's my genuine opinion at the moment. Getting ready for higher highs. I do think it breaks this high inevitably, but in the meantime, it could go lower lows. So that's why I think if you want to trade this thing, and this is not financial advice, I'm not trading it, I don't own any personally, but if you want to trade this thing, use a small percentage of what you're holding. Have like a stack on the side that's meant for trading. Have a stack on the side that's meant for holding. Take a percentage of your profits that you make from trading and put it into your holding. If you lose your money trading, don't touch the money that you're holding for the big move up, because then you'll just make your money back that you lost from trading. That would be my recommendation for anybody out there. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's just what I would do. Kind of trade in between this range. Keep, maybe you have 20% that you want to hold for the big pump. Maybe you have 80%. I don't know. Whatever you feel comfortable with trading, which I would think a smaller amount would be a better idea than a bigger amount. But if you have like 100% of your position in this thing, if you took like 20% or 25% of it and you were trading, you could double your position in a matter of like a few days just with how this thing's moving. I mean, maybe not a few days now. It's been kind of boring lately, but I don't know. For now, to sum it all up, I think we're range bound and we're accumulating. And by the time, I would say if you're looking for a pump, what I would guess is that by the time Bitcoin's pumping, by the time things look more bullish for most of crypto, this thing, it'll probably be time for it to go as well. Until then, range bound, if not even potentially lower. Because again, we do have lower highs and lower lows. We just had, I guess technically, yeah, that was another lower high there. Right? Is it a lower high? Yeah, it's a slightly lower high. You'd be getting, at this kind of trajectory, you'd be shaping up for a lower low, but maybe you don't get that. Who knows? So something to watch. If I was in it, I would feel pretty comfortable playing around in this range, and then, if it goes down, whatever, buy the dip. If it goes below these lows, buy that price, because it did, and it wasn't there for long. Let's actually look on the 1 hour and see. Yeah, you had like 2 chances, 3 chances maybe to buy, and it just wicked down there. It didn't even stay down there for long. So and not a whole lot of volume. So whoever was sold down there, it was panic selling. Whoever bought down there, they had their orders ready and waiting to scoop it up. So if you guys are trying to catch lower lows, maybe set your orders now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much else to say on this thing, other than where could it go inevitably. If we look at the weekly again from all-time high to low here, at a minimum, I would expect you to go to, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros and a 31331. Potentially up to 6 zeros and 64316, which from here, from the current price, would be anywhere from, again, about a 10x to almost a 20x, right? Or that is a 20x right there. So, and that, it doesn't have to stop there. This is a low enough cap coin. Let's go to the CoinGecko real quick. CoinGecko, Jesus, the real Jesus right here. It's the only one that actually has a ranking on it. That's how you know which one's the real Jesus, I think. He's got the cool glasses, whatever. Market cap is $4 million. Okay, so for it to do a 20x up to the 1618, that would make it worth, what is that, $80 million, right? Could it go another 20x from there? Could it do another like 100x from there? Yeah, if it wanted to do 100x from 4 million, that would put it at 40 million. Wait, 400 million. I'm sorry, my math is off. A 100x would take you up into these deeper extensions. I definitely think that this could be at play. And beyond that, if this thing were to catch traction, if it was to catch the same kind of hype and faith in it, let's use that word faith because this is Jesus coin, that Pepe token has, you could see a 1000x in this thing, man. I'm not even kidding. A 1000x, because a 1000x from 4 million would put it at $4 billion in market cap evaluation. So that is an achievable market cap. This is a 1000xable coin. It's also a coin that could absolutely get obliterated and go to nothing and become nothing at all. So that's, that's why I'm not investing in it personally. If I were to invest in it, such a low cap, you put $100 in on a coin that could 1000x, right? You're gonna have $100,000 off of $100. This is a low or a high risk, high reward, low investment type of asset. If I was to call it that, I wouldn't bet the farm on it. If you want to, that's up to you. That's your decision. But there is definitely high potential for money here to the upside. But there's also high potential to the downside. It's not traded on a whole bunch of exchanges. So if it gets put on an exchange like Binance, like Coinbase, they're going to scoop a lot of it up. They are going to send the price up. So what you'd want to see is some kind of big exchange listing and get some more hype around this thing. And with a name like Jesus Coin, it very well could. It very well could go up. This is a meme coin and a half, and I don't know what other fundamental stuff it's got going on, so it really could do well. And $4 billion, if $4 billion is a 1000x, $4 billion is just the beginning, man. It could go to 40 billion. It could go to 14 billion. A 1000x is 4 billion. 14 billion would be a 3000x. You know what I mean? So that the potential for this thing is there. Will it ever see that? It's very rare that you find a coin that, hey, it's got the 1, 2, 3 going on. I like 1, 2, 3s. It's very rare that you find a coin that's outside of like the top 200 that's going to perform well. I mean, there are coins that are outside the top 200 that do better than any other coin, and they get up into the top 100. That does happen, but it's like one, or like it's like less than 10 of them that do that and that stay in that range. So and if you look at its current, right, if it was fully diluted, its fully diluted valuation is dramatically higher than what it is now. So that's not encouraging to me personally. That means that, and I don't know. Let's just see. While we're on it, before I end the video, let's go to Jesus Coin Whitepaper. Let's check it out. Let's see what the tokenomics of this is. All crypto white papers. I've never heard of all crypto white papers before. While this is okay, here we go. For the past 2,000 years, the teachings of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, have transformed by being bound, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I want to look up the tokenomics of this thing. I want to know what's going on. Why are all these coins locked up? I like the number. It's a bunch of sevens. I know that's the Lord's number, right? But let's check it out here. Let's go and see. Jesus Coin White Paper. Oh, I'm not trying to zoom. I'm sorry. Page. Value proposition, team, conclusion, introducing why frequently asked questions. I don't know. Maybe we could go to the value proposition potentially. This website is intended to provide public with general information. All right, let's see. It is time to decentralize Jesus. $1 trillion valuation by 2050. Maybe, man. But who knows? I doubt it. But who knows? Jesus would be pumped about having his own coin. Gotta love it, man. Let's see. Value proposition, existing market, consumer base. It doesn't say. It just says a whole bunch of stuff that's like hype, right? Like this doesn't seem like legitimate. Not saying that the coin itself isn't legitimate, but I'm not getting any answers. I mean, am I even talking about the right Jesus coin? I don't know. 40% structure, $10,000 coin, 40% bonus. Wait, hold on. Reading about crypto, he just thought it'd be a great idea. $10,000 worth of Jesus coin during the 40% bonus structure and dump it on the market value. What timing? Adam's talking about someone's success story. Adam, right? Adam and Eve. Isn't that funny? They got the guy name's Adam. Customer service. Wow, this is hilarious, man. I don't know who these people are. Maybe they're a big deal, maybe they're not. Augustus Caesar. That's hilarious, man. I think these are all I don't know. I really don't know what to think of this thing, man. Let me go back. Let me see if there's a better white paper that I can find, if it's actually up. I don't see it. Man, it's kind of upsetting. What I'm trying to find, again, in case I lost anybody, in case anyone's still watching the video, I'm trying to find why these coins are locked up. Is it for mining? Is there a DAO? I don't think so. Is there a staking thing going on? Is it the fact that somebody made this thing and they have all of this and they're just waiting for it to be worth $100 million and they're going to take their cut of like $5 million if they dump the market and rug pulled? I don't know, man. That's not encouraging. But that aside, I do think that we are in a time of accumulation. I do think that it goes higher than this. Will it ever achieve a market cap in the billions? With this kind of dilution still needing to happen, I'm kind of hesitant to actually say that, but it's possible. It is a low enough cap right now. But again, as these coins get circulated, as it gets put into the supply, man, I really wonder, like, can I mine Jesus coin? I don't know, man. I gotta look more into this. I don't want to keep talking about it without knowing about it. So I'm gonna look into this and I'll make another video about it at some point, probably the next time someone requests. But you guys, if anybody out there knows, please educate me. Please educate all of us. Leave a comment so I can spread the word too. Spread the good word as to why these coins are locked up, because that's a lot of coins to have locked up, man. I actually never paid attention to that. So again, if I had closing statements to make for anybody that's still here, probably range bound for a little while, probably goes higher than this high inevitably. It has a chance to go below this low. Anything below that I would say is a ripe opportunity for buying. So if you set your buy orders like below this close here and you just have them there, I bet they will get filled, and I bet you will not, if you go lower, it won't be long lived. So playing between this range might produce some money for you, but there's not really a whole lot of places to trade this thing other than Poloniex and Uniswap, it looks like. PancakeSwap too. So anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. I love the likes. I appreciate the subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.